Breaking news. 28 European countries agree with the US and join to call for immediate action in Cameroon. It is not by coincidence that yesterday saw the High Commissioner of the European Union and the US Assistant Secretary of State for African Affairs issue a statement almost at the same time, about the prolonged war in Cameroon, declared by Paul Biya. It is now clear that Paul Biya will suffer the same fate as Mugabe. The government of Cameroon, through its manipulative tendencies, has failed to distort the realities on the ground, about a war Mr. Paul Biya declared on the people of Ambazonia, in 2017. The EU has also condemned the repression of political rivals in French Cameroon, by dictator Paul Biya, and also recognized the fundamental right to self-determination of the people of southern Cameroons. The EU weighs in as one of the world's major advocates and proponent for a peaceful resolution of conflict. The EU through its governing structures have promised to carry out further consultations through a broader spectrum of stakeholders within the EU, before taking punitive measures against dictator Paul Biya. Paul Biya has proven beyond reasonable doubt that he is not ready to negotiate with southern Cameroons over peaceful separation. This is justified through his reluctance and lukewarm nature to the calls from other bodies and countries like the UN, AU, ECOWAS, Canada, the US, Germany and Britain, who have offered their services as a neutral mediator in the conflict. The semblance between dictator Paul Biya and Robert Mugabe cannot be overemphasized. The US Assistant Secretary will be visiting French Cameroon as an official envoy from Donald Trump. Southern Cameroonians remained poised to see their statehood fully restored. Colonel Badjek Didier has been fired and forced to retire early from terrorism. The half-caste was Director of Communications in the Ministry of Terrorism. He was a leading coordinator in killing women and children in Ambazonia, Africa.